Well, let's return now to our top story. Opposition activists in Syria say army defectors have attacked a military intelligence complex in the suburbs of Damascus as they step up their armed operations against the government. The defectors, calling themselves the Free Syrian Army, are reported to have fired rockets and machine guns at the base in the Harasta district. Well, joining me now from Cairo is Anas Al-Abdeh. He's a member of the opposition group, the Syrian National Council. Before we get on to the wider question of the Arab League summit in Rabat, can you shed any light on this so-called Syrian Free Army attack and what it amounted to and how significant it was?
I think it's very significant. What we are seeing at the moment is the formation of a very clear and solid nucleus of the next Syrian army, formed by defectors from the Syrian army who are refusing to carry out the Syrian army leadership in terms of targeting civilians. So these people are defecting because they are not going to kill their people, and when they defect, they become straight away a target for the Syrian army, and as a result, they form together formations in order to protect themselves and also to protect the demonstrations. I think what we've seen this morning is very clear indication that this Syrian National Army is gaining momentum and strength.
And what can you, sorry to interrupt, what can you say to me to convince me that the Syrian Free Army, as you call it, is there and it is growing? I mean, what evidence is there?
Well, every day we see YouTube videos for both normal soldiers and officers who come on TV and they display their ID cards and they announce their defection. This is happening on a daily basis since a few months ago. Okay. And we have had a meeting last week between the SNC and the leader of the Syrian National Army.
I take your point. Let's move on to the wider question, as I was saying. What do you want from this Arab League summit in Rabat?
Well, two things. I hope they will cover two main points in this meeting. First, to reinforce the decisions and the resolutions that have been taken in Cairo a few days ago, based on the fact that the Syrian regime has not really fulfilled its promises whatsoever regarding the Arab League initiative. Secondly, the Arab League, in cooperation with Turkey and other regional powers, will also discuss an effective plan for protecting civilians in Syria. This is very important because in the Syrian National Council we think this is the main priority for our work, which is to protect our people.
How do you expect civilians to be protected? I mean, what are you talking about? Because the only example we have, at least in recent months, is of course what happened in Libya.
Well, exactly, and this is, I think, is giving the idea of civilian protection a deviated view. The idea of protecting civilians is enshrined in the international law, and it is a responsibility not only for the Syrian government but also for all governments in the region and in the international community. And protecting civilians does not really mean military conflict straight away. There are many mechanisms that this can be effective, and it has to be implemented. We think it can start with deploying both civilian and military monitors on the ground from the Arab League and also from the United Nations, to make sure, and it can go up to like exclusion zone but the military option is not the only option in this
Sorry
case.
to interrupt you, but we have run out of time. Thank you for being on GMT. Thank you.